to the playroom.
Yes, Master.
Beloved Australian animated series Bluey is one of the biggest kid shows around when it comes to creativity, family-fueled fun, and all-around adventures. But it's also not immune from everyday animation hiccups, from continuity errors to plot holes or factual errors where things just don't add up. This heartwarming show is filled with several blink and you miss it mistakes that would make you reconsider everything you know about your favorite blue healer and his cheerful family. If you're one of the unlucky few who can't spot the cheeky mistakes in the Bluey series, then we've made this video to help you out. So grab your favorite snack, settle in, and join us as we highlight all the mistakes you missed in Bluey. Before we begin, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel so you won't miss out when we release videos on your favorite movies and TV shows.
Contact! What do we do? Fall back!
As the father figure in the healer house, we spend quite some time with Bandit, who loves to mess around with his kids. And it shouldn't come as a shock that our first mistake from the Bluey series has to do with Bandit. In the episode named Pirate Ship, Bandit takes his kids to the park, and they use their imagination to turn a swing into a pirate ship. While Bandit continues to mess around with the kids, he suffers from an animation mistake that makes him look like a completely different animal. The animation error causes Bandit's ears to merge together as he swings his kids, and for a few frames, the healer's father resembles a unicorn. This is a simple animation mistake you should expect in TV shows, but we won't be surprised if it was done on purpose to give viewers something to talk about.
Good knowledge, kid.
You mean fruit bats don't need to go to bed now?
No, but you do.
In another episode where Bluey and Bingo decide to creatively turn their homes into a hotel, we see what looks like a magical picture that seems to change places. The kids take out their laundry basket. As they stop by the stairs, you should take note of what looks like a picture of a tennis ball on the beach, because in the next shot, the picture disappears completely. When Bandit goes up the stairs, we get another angle of the picture, and it is now replaced with a picture of Bluey. Directly below the new picture of Bluey, we have another picture with the green palette that almost looks like the first picture, but on closer inspection, it's revealed to be a green background. So, we are sure it's not a picture of the beach like we saw earlier. This disappointing picture could be the result of a simple continuity error where an animator wasn't paying attention.
My name is Daddy Rowe.
Animators spend thousands of hours creating the content we consume every day, and sometimes they make mistakes that don't get spotted until it's out in the wild. In the episode named Horsey Ride, the healer kids come up with the bright idea to play a game where their parents are horses. Apart from the fact that it's the funniest game Bluey could think of, they somehow make Bandit the bride, which is sure to get a few laughs from the viewers. The mistake in this episode has to do with Bandit's color palette as he approaches the altar for his fake horse wedding. We see that his recognizable dark blue fur is nowhere to be found, and he has a light blue palette all over his head. It's a good thing the color palette error does not stick because it makes Bandit look completely unrecognizable, and fans of the show wouldn't like that.
This isn't stumbly-tastics. Yeah, this is the zoo.
Beans on toast!
Why did you take us to the zoo?
Out of all animation mistakes in this video, the disappearing fruits in the Tickle Crabs episode are by far the most noticeable because it all occurs in one smooth animation. In the episode, Bandit can be seen playing with his kids in the kitchen before getting on top of the kitchen counter. He then goes ahead to throw some fruits at his kids, and a close-up of the fruit bowl shows one fruit magically disappearing into thin air amid the chaos. It's a very short scene that tests your ability to spot slight differences in the TV show, and we expect most people to spot it. That being said, it's pretty easy to miss the orange-like fruit disappearing from the basket, and we believe it's one of those errors where an animator wasn't entirely paying attention, and the show paid the price. It's not that bad, so it doesn't take away from the show, but it's still amusing to see the fruit disappear in real time.
Ah, what are you doing, Daddy Robot?
Following Master's orders.
Ah, put us down!
Continuity errors don't look like they're going anywhere anytime soon, and Bluey sure has its fair share of continuity errors. In the episode named Phone, Bluey's grandpa pays a visit to the healer family to spend time with the grandchildren. While messing around, Bluey puts together a fake restaurant where he pretends to make food, and some peculiar things happen on the table of the restaurant. In a close-up of the scene, we can see a pencil in between some bowls and a notepad. When Grandpa approaches the makeshift kitchen, we get another angle of of the table, which reveals that the pencil is no longer between the notebook and the bowls, but it has miraculously moved to be on top of the notepad. It's one of those mistakes that you don't notice until you are told about it, so it's not that bad.
Come on, that's a daytime game.
I just want to be a fruit bat.
Yeah, I know.
In the library episode, Bluey and his cousins spend some quality time together in his makeshift library, where Bluey shows Muffin around and some funny things happen. While showing Muffin how things work in the library, we learn about the heart-shaped stamp, which is used when someone borrows and returns books. As the dogs move to the table, we see two letters on top of each other, with the one on top having a dark purple heart-shaped stamp. A few minutes later, Bluey decides to make a library card for Muffin, and we get another shot at the letters again. But this time, something isn't right. Eagle-eyed viewers should be able to notice that the letters have switched positions, and the letter with the heart-shaped stamp now sits under. Just like the moving pencil from the other episode, it looks like the animators of Bluey are notorious for forgetting where they kept things because it keeps on happening.
Well, you could give it a go.
Night, Mom.
Oh, okay. Night, honey.
We know by now you noticed that most of these mistakes in the show happen when Bandit is around, and we're happy to inform you of other errors involving the Lovable Father. In the episode of Spy Games, Bandit and the kids go to a barbecue near the waters, where they hang out with other dogs. Amidst all the fun, Bingo informs her dad she needs to go to the bathroom, and while the good dad takes her to the restroom, we notice that there are two other bandits in the scene with the kids. While one bandit takes Bingo to the restroom, the other still hangs out with the other dogs barbecuing. And you have to wonder if the dog is a magician to be in two places at once.
Was there something wrong with your old school?
No, there's something wrong with me.
This animation mistake in the episode titled Barbecue, where Bluey's curious sister Bingo gets in over her head with a water hose and ends up splashing water on everyone outside in the backyard. The noise from the splashing water attracts the attention of everyone, and they rush to the fence to try to make sense of what's going on. If you look closely at the scene, you should spot a mistake that is pretty easy to miss. The mistake has to do with Sock's eyes as he runs to the fence to see what the commotion is about. In a few frames before he gets to the fence, we see that Sock's eyes disappear as he turns back for a second, and it gives him a creepy new look that we never want to see again. Thankfully, in the next frame, his eyes are back to where they should be, and we're grateful for that.
Hey, Dad!
Hey, Bluey! You're a fruit bat!
Yeah!
These are just some of the mistakes you might run into while watching Bluey, and even though they aren't the worst animation mistakes out there, they sure make for some fun conversation between Bluey fans. Where do you guys think Bluey ranks among other kid shows like Paw Patrol and Shaun the Sheep? Join the conversation and let us know in the comment section below.
It's fine. It's probably on the way. It's our sat nav.
Oh, here we go.